Hi guys, I'm Surush and today I want to show you how to design this amazing product slider in Figma. Let's start without any delay. First, we need at least 3 different photos of our products that I already have here. And we should align them vertically and we should duplicate the first slide in the last position. I explain why I do that later, okay? The important thing here is something we call it the view zone. The view zone is a place that belongs to the selected slide. And we can add any elements or everything we want inside that place. And for this view zone, we need a guide here. We can add this guide with a rectangle. Okay, so we just simply add a rectangle with key R, and we should resize it to the largest size of phone screens, that is 430 pixels. And the view zone should just have the selected product. So we just send it to the back of our layers and replace the selected photo of a slider in the center of view zone. For the height, it's not different what size you take. I just change it manually to this size and some space from top. And this is our guide for our view zone. If you want to add other elements inside the view zone, you can simply do that. It's not different what you want to add. You can add icons, you can add widgets, you can add name. And I have name and widget here. It's already here. And I just replace it here. And I have 2 widgets for changing slides and the name of the product here. All things we need are ready now. For the first frame, we just select all of them and right click on them and click on frame selection to add a frame here. Hold Ctrl or Command key and resize the frame to here. I explain why you should do that later. And now we need a difference between the selected slide and other photos in other slides. You can do anything you want as your desire, and I want to rotate them a little bit, and I just rotate them in 60-degree. Okay, you can resize them, you can change their opacities. It's not different. Now our first look is ready. Now we should start changing. We just should duplicate the first frame, and we should change the place of this selected photo to the left side and change the degrees to 60-degree. We should rotate it 60-degree, and other selected one should come into the view zone and change the rotation to 0-degree. We should do the same for all of the photos. Okay, I just do it quickly here. You should do it the same. Change them to 60-degree, another one to 0-degree. Should do it for all of them. When you're replacing them, hold Shift key to have a snap the replacing. And now we add the last one here to the 0-degree. Okay. Okay. Let's check a a little important thing here. The first photo and the last photo should be in the same position in the frame. I have 139 and 64 and 349 here for this one, and it should be the same for the first one because we need a loop option, and if we don't have a same position for these two, it's losing. So if they are not in the same position, just copy a position of first one to the other one. Okay. Now we should convert all of them to the component. You can do it with Command, Alt, and K key, or we can simply right click on them and create a component. Okay, now we have 4 different components here. I just quickly change the name of 2 other watch. This one is the Apple Watch. Okay. Now we select all of our components holding Command key or Control key and resize them to the view zone. Okay. Now this view zone and the color, it not matter for us. We just hold Control and Shift key or Command and Shift key and select all our view zones, and let's just hide them. You can select all the components here and clip content them, check the clip content to hide other things. It's better, and combine them as variants to start prototyping. Just go to the prototype tab and start prototyping. Select the first frame and connect it to the second one, and change the setting on drag and smart animation and on the bouncy option, and change the speed on 1000 and 2000 milliseconds. It's better, I think so. And do the same option for other 2 frames here. Just do it on drag, and the same option for animation. Okay, don't do anything for the last frame. I have 2 widgets here, and I should do the prototyping for them. So I just connect it to the second one, connect the first widget to the second one, and change it on tap, and the same animation options. For others, we should do it again, on tap and same other options, on tap and same animation options. And for previous, just do it backward. Okay. After add prototyping for these 3 frames, it's time for the last one. The last one is important because it's the reason we have loop option here, right? The only work this slide should to do, it's instantly should connect to the first one, and we can start this loop again, and when we access here, we should instantly start again. Okay. For prototyping option, we just add this prototype to the last one. It's not different what you have in your project. Every last frame in your slider should just have this prototyping option. You can just connect it to the first frame and change the setting on after delay, change the time on 1 millisecond, and change the animation on instant. Now, when we just sweep or change the slides one by one, and when we access to this one, we instantly start again. And it's meaning we have a loop here. So let's check it, how it's work. We just add assets here and find our assets here, add it to the project. Okay. Good. Okay, let's check it. There is a little bit different between this one and the first one I show you in the first of the video, and honestly both of them are great. I like this effect. I hope this tutorial helps you to create great designs, and goodbye.